Oh my goodness, we're back.
Yes, we
We're
are.
back. We're back. And you know what? I'm like, see, I feel like on Tuesday, I had so much anticipation. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, the show is going to start. I feel like I was sitting here 45 minutes before the show started. But let's see what folks are talking about. Thunder Lee, I'm excited. This
Mhm.
is my second year watching Eurovision with y'all, and this is a good semi. Who do we want? Actually, maybe that is the
Oh,
best place to start. Who do we want? Juice.
I mean, of course, Finland.
Okay, we do.
I feel like that's a given. Um, Malta, naturally. Latvia, Lithuania, Czechia. I'm kind of living in that world. Like those are the ones I need to make it. And other than that,
So,
I'm good.
so the way that I did, I will break down for y'all how I allocated my points. And so I had 100 points that I could give
Okay.
out. I was feeling very powerful with my 100 points. And the way that I decided to give out my 100 points was I gave the most to Czechia. And some of them are really close. Like it's separated by like 2, 3 points, whatever. So, so Czechia, I gave the most points to, really just because the internet has made me so fearful for its qualification. And to be honest, I think I tweeted something that I was like, I think that this could be the reverse. Like if like if we lost out on kind of two male performers that we thought we were going to kind of get on Tuesday night, being that that was the male dominated semi, that tonight we would end up essentially in a situation where we're going to lose two of the female performers. And I'm like, I don't know quite which, like, I don't know how many we're going to lose, but I'm just assuming, like, just because that went down. It's just a theory, might be completely incorrect. And I think I've seen some people online tracking for, what is it, Malta losing out. Um,
What?
and Ireland. But I would just say, so like, so with that said, so I'll go through quickly. Second place Lithuania, because
Mhm.
people just have not been checking for Lithuania. Third place was tied. I gave the same amount of points to Greece and Malta. Fourth place Latvia, because I'm not even gonna lie, I think Latvia is gonna have I actually think Latvia is going to end up being okay. And I think I've been
Like,
saying this the whole time that I'm like, Latvia is going to
mhm.
end up being okay. So Latvia's fourth place, but like I said, I did Malta and Greece third. Fifth place Australia. Tied with Finland. So I gave the same amount of points to Australia as I did to Finland. And then sixth place, um, that's my gap, Ireland. Okay,
Okay.
you react to my okay. Because I was
I
being
don't see issue
strategic.
in
I
it
was
from. I
being a
think you're
little bit
strategic. Yeah.
strategic.
Like I think everything you went with was good. I mean, people going like they think Malta might lose out. I'm like, Malta's escaped the containment unit at this point. She's free. She is wandering the streets of like non-Eurovision knowers. So I'm not too worried about Malta. I just always worry for Czechia. I really do. And it's like one of those things where I worry for them, but in the past I've been really right when I'm like, oh yeah, Czechia is gonna go way further than you guys think they are. But I don't want to get too cocky,
Well,
so
I'll say this. I think I've always been realistic about Czechia.
okay.
And even, yeah, I think I've always been able to be realistic about it. Even when we see improvements, even when they kind of
Hmm.
step it up, like, I think overall I've been able to be realistic about Czechia. This year I feel way more confident. Period. Like I
Yeah.
do feel way more confident this year. But again, no one is safe. We do need to like vote. It is a televoting semi. Here's what I want to ask you about. So Witold says same for Latvia. I did support Latvia. But again,
Yes.
I just feel like Latvia's gonna work out. K-pop says good luck like a party. K-pop, we need Ireland to qualify. Here's my thing. I wish that I was in a position to be more fervent about Ireland this year. The reason why I don't feel like I'm able to be as fervent is I do think we had stronger songs in the semi, so that's one. And then I think secondly, I we did not upgrade the stage from the clips.
Hmm.
I don't know that we upgraded the staging enough. We really needed a full new package and a creative director. What do you think?
Agreed wholeheartedly. From like the clip I've seen, it seems really static. And with a song like that, you need more energy to it. It's effectively hyper pop. Well, it's effectively a Nightcore remix. Just because her range, like her vocal is so high that she might as well be sped up, but she's not. You know what I mean? Um, and you need more energy with that kind of a thing. And it's like if it's just gonna be static, I don't know how well that's gonna translate. It's not a song you stay static for. It's a song you jump around and have fun for.
I mean, I think we'll see. We have not seen the full package. And I mean, just like we experienced what on Tuesday, we were both like, oh my goodness, we're really hype. Like, we're about to
Mhm.
do this. Let me hop into more comments. Mihailo says, hi everyone, are we ready for a meltdown? We're gonna lose. And it's crazy because when I first was starting this off, here's the thing. There is a world that we could not lose an actual good song in full package performance. But when you have people in the Eurovision fandom wanting to be like fervent about kind of mid mediocre stuff just because they like the performer, then we're going to lose out on something good. So to me, I just hope the ones that we lose out on are truly good. I don't know how to
Mhm.
put it. I'm like, I just hope the ones we lose out on, are just the okay songs. So yeah, are just the okay songs. But okay, folks said hello, Hebeka, hey girls, Paolo, go Erica, Mihailo, I'm worried for Austria. Liam asked, what are we drinking tonight? So right now I'm finishing up a little bit of this local wine. It's called Doden. So I'm doing like a little light white wine. I do have a Virginia wine for the show. I'm going to have to get
Okay.
Steven to come down here and open it up for me, but I have a Virginia wine ready for me for the show. Jojo, what are you drinking? Apple juice, so I'm ready for the show. Okay, Jojo says she's drinking apple juice, but she's ready for the show. Okay.
Okay.
What are we drinking over there, Sydney? And what are we
I
gonna eat? Do
have
we have snacks?
I have no snacks. But I do have a mango and strawberry agua fresca, I guess that's what you'd call this.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm into that. I'm into that.
Yeah.
Let's hop back into some of these comments. Jan, hello, I'm excited. I hope our Adonis makes it. We need Czechia to make it. Jacob says
I
Adonis,
just
fingers crossed.
He's
You go,
handsome.
Sydney.
I'm
Lily.
like, he's handsome, his voice is great. Like, I don't see it not working out for him. I mean, like, we lost, like, someone's gonna be thirsty, okay? People are gonna be parched after a show that is so feminine heavy. I feel like he can make it through.
Well, see, that's what I've been kind of telling people. We lost out on two male performers first semi. I'm thinking if we're gonna lose out on a song that everyone is tracking to do well, you can't come up over this side. Tracking to do well, it's gonna be one of the female performers, or really,
Hmm.
or possibly two. We had two that we lost in the first one, and that's what makes me kind of think of the songs that are maybe the mid ones, because
Yeah.
ultimately I think that's where we're at. It's the question of the mid ones. Black Bean Pace, hello, you coolest people to watch Eurovision with. Well, we try to keep it clean. So over here, just note the way that we do it is we try to go on mute during the song. So we talk in the middle so we can have conversations, we can react. I'm going to be a little bit more active in the chat tonight. Yeah, tonight afternoon for us, but we really do try to keep it so you can have your stream playing and then just have us in a window someplace else. Just have us in a window someplace else. Someone said, please vote for Greece. I already did. I already voted for Greece. Um, okay, and then what do we see? Nadia, I definitely see Czechia being in danger. I don't think so. I am true. Like I have to say, I'm truly living in a world
Hmm.
where if we lost, like we're in the female heavy semi. if we it's interesting though, because if we lose like two like male performers that we think are gonna go through, then I think that that says something. Lily, what do you think?
I would agree with that. Because I'm looking, I have also the audience poll pulled up too, and it's got me nervous again. But I think that with
Wait, what was
such
the
a
audience talking about today? You'll have to get to that after.
okay, yeah, I mean, the men I worry the most for are Armenia. I would worry for Armenia more than I would worry for Czechia. I mean,
Well, I mean,
Armenia does have
Armenia's not
just
making
a
it, okay?
yeah,
Lily,
I know.
Armenia's not
I think
making it.
I worry about them way more than I worry about Czechia, but yeah, that's how I feel about that. We'll see what happens. Also, Prince, I'm sorry, when they drag him across the floor, it's like
There's a
watching something my
dragging
little
across the
brother would do with
floor.
his it's in the recap video.
Oh,
They they drag him across the floor like he's a mop. I
okay,
don't know
hold
how
on.
else to describe it.
Okay, so Gospel says, but we have Serbia, Armenia, Czechia. We will lose male performers too. But I'm saying, like, what are we going to lose that we're really tracking to qualify? Armenia, we're not really tracking to qualify. So that one going by the wayside is just, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I would say, with Serbia, remember, they like surged in the odds real late. It was like after rehearsal started. And to me, it was giving, okay, we got a couple of coins. Let's just put some money on Serbia to give
Yeah.
ourselves a little bit of buzz. Like that's what it was giving to me. So like if Armenia and Serbia don't make it, to me, that's not a heartbreak or like very shocking or surprising. But we've got someone else to bring to the stage. And I'm excited for this person to hit the stage because you're familiar with them. I talk to them all the time. And are you ready? Okay. It's my mom. My mom is back and you are holding your camera in the wrong way because you should have the sunlight your
In front of
face
you.
in. Yeah, but this is I'm assuming because you wanted to get closer to the TV. Hi, Mama.
Hi, Jojo. We got to get the important stuff out the way.
Okay,
Love
well,
you,
Mom,
Jojo.
who are you rooting for tonight? We want to get your rundown of who you're rooting for tonight.
Okay, my favorites. Of course, I love milkshakes. So I don't know what happened. Okay, there we go. Australia, Greece, Malta, Finland. Got a lot of favorites this time. Denmark,
Mm-hmm.
and kiss, kiss, goodbye.
Yes. No, I agree with that one. I agree with most of those.
Can I also just say I have Peacock on and they've actually given us the countdown this time. I'm wondering if that
Mm-hmm.
means that we're working with a different feed than what we were working with before because before we just got commercials. We didn't really have a countdown, at least on my screens. And I am seeing coverage will resume shortly. So we're gonna get started soon. Jojo,
Yep.
let's focus on the chips first and the fruit in the bowl. Okay.
30 seconds to go. 30-second countdown time.
Okay, Mom, but who do you feel like needs to actually let's ask everybody, who do you feel like you need to be convinced by in today's show, if that makes any sense? Like, yeah, who do you feel like I'm looking forward to this live show because I'm looking forward to you kind of swaying me and making me care more about this song because maybe the studio cut didn't have me.
I would need to be convinced by Denmark. And this isn't me being a Denmark hater, I promise. It's an okay studio cut. The national final was, to quote Cecil herself, "Go girl, give us nothing." I'm gonna have to see a good stage show out of Denmark, and then maybe I'd be willing to take them with me to the final. But where we stand right now, even though I actually do like the song, I just feel like with what we've seen so far, I can't give her some love.
Mom, who needs to convince you with their stage show?
Luxembourg.
See, okay, Mom, we agree. like the studio cut is just not for me. There's something cute about the song. But the thing with Luxembourg is I actually think Luxembourg is going to win me over. I think that they are actually
Mhm.
going to have the ability to convince me, which makes me a little bit nervous for some of the other performers where I think I prefer the song. Um, yeah, folks. So from the recap, I would say Denmark and Czechia. See, Czechia, I think, I don't know if they're doing the right thing with this, but Czechia, they're not giving it away in their snippet. They chose a very
Yeah.
early part of the song in the snippet. So I actually think Czechia is gonna win us, gonna win us over. Um, or win you over. I mean, I'm already convinced with Czechia with the studio cut. But y'all, the show is starting. They're showing fans kind of converging in Basel. I think most of this is
Mhm.
probably from Turquoise Carpet
Turquoise
Day.
carpet.
Okay. Oh, we got the same guy. Okay, come on. I love how they're going with kind of like an Olympic torch of
Yeah.
it all with the hearts this year.
Yeah.
And I see a
Well, that's
plug for
cute.
people watching on SVT as opposed to Peacock. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Peacock stream is already seeming different from Tuesday night. So I wonder if enough people were like, we're not into it. You ready for Eurovision? Okay, you want to say hi to the people? Okay, come on, say hi.
Did, do we know JoJo's favorites yet?
Jojo, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song is Alesia Michelle.
No, she was saying her favorite song is Alesia Michelle. That would be my theme song. Okay, that would be my theme song.
She stands her mom. There's nothing wrong with that. So some lights. Okay, today's outfits. I
Okay,
don't
I'm
know
loving
how
the
to feel
crowd
about
shots.
that
I feel like,
dress.
let me just say, I feel like I've already seen someone I know in the
That's always the
crowd.
fun
That's
thing.
like,
Like it's like, oh, I know you. No, I get that.
I just want to say,
I
I
haven't.
may or may not have had a dream about Hazel after the first semifinal. May or may not.
Okay. Oh, I think she just walked off. I don't know how I feel about Hazel's dress. It's like she's
Yeah, let's
covered
talk
in
about the
bubbles.
styling. Let me say,
I
Sandra looks cute. I would wear Sandra's whole outfit.
okay.
Hazel, I mean, it's ugly-ish. Because I'll tell you this,
It's
it's one of those things where it's like, right now, I'm into it. I'm like the way that the lights are reflecting, the way that she blends, but
yeah,
the full, like, the medium shot, I'm into it. The full shot,
but the full shot is too
no.
much. Maybe if it
Too
was
much.
shorter,
Yeah,
like if
actually,
it hit
maybe if it
above
was
the
short.
knee, because
Yes,
it's a
agreed.
lot for the whole body, especially since it's a maxi with a turtleneck. Yeah, no, that needs to be like a mini dress. It would be much better. What is the shoe she's wearing? Are those like Herman Munster silver boots? I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, we are doing the Herman Munster Balenciaga sneaker S situation. Okay, Josephine is in the background. She is hype, y'all. She is ready for Eurovision. She is ready for Eurovision.
I'm pretty sure my
Okay.
grandmother had a blazer like Sandra's back in the day, but I
You
do
know,
like a sequenced and pearled up blazer.
Mom, what are you thinking of the styling?
Bluish is my favorite color. So I'm I'm thinking I like the popping colors better, the bright colors. Okay.
Hmm. Are we?
Okay.
We're still
I would
talking
say
about
my
this.
wait, who's our most anticipated on the stage? We talked about who needs to convince us, but who's our most anticipated performance that we want to see live on the stage? For me, most anticipated, Grease. Because this whole time, I love the song. I want to see the
Hmm.
staging. So yeah, where y'all at with that?
I'd say Australia, oddly enough. Like, I have no idea what they're going to do with the staging. Hopefully it's fun. And like from just the stills we've seen, I feel like they're going to be giving us an interesting show. I'd also say honorable mention to Latvia, just because from the clips we've seen, it looks like every frame is a painting. It has some gorgeous cinematography work.
Y'all, Josephine is so hyped. She knows it's starting. You all have to realize I have the show that is on the screen and then the show in the forefront. I'm like, actually, maybe I can. Well, I'll wait until there's like a good moment. Okay. What is that?
Which is Dave.
No. Let's put that over there. Thank you.
All right. Postcard time. Okay, so they've got Gojo walking to a movie theater.
My name is Josephine. How are you doing? I speak Spanish, but I need to learn how to speak Spanish. Pelota. Gracias.
Okay.
Pelota. Gracias. And la camarera.
So you just gained like 50 followers from Spain. All right, let's go Gojo.
Okay, we've got Gojo
on
up.
Live.
So Gojo, I gave 11 points to. I gave 11 points to Gojo. I do want Australia to qualify. It's fun. We got a lot of fun and bombast in the last semi. So let's see what happens. So going on mute, we'll see how Gojo does. I heard a rumor that this is his girlfriend, and I low-key hope it is because I think I'm like obsessed with her. I think she's so gorgeous.
She is his girlfriend. He said it in an interview. So I finished up on that one. I like the idea of doing a little infomercial. That was really cute for me. I really thought
the camera work.
Yeah.
Like I would say the camera work. Cute. I would say not necessarily the some of the camera angles were a little bit wide for my taste. I don't think we needed them quite as wide, but I did but I did like the effects. I like the infomercial of it all. Mom, what did you think? Because this is one of
Yeah.
your favorites. What'd you think? You're on mute, Mom.
I'm happy.
Mom, you're on mute. Okay, now you're off mute.
Okay. I liked it. I liked the energy of it. It was exciting. It kept me engaged.
Okay, cool. Um, okay, someone said, okay, Dennis J made Aussie proud. Edo, really fun, great opener. 10, Gojo is such a looker, and I don't mind the view. Okay, let's see what Montenegro's talking about because I think we've had a powerful vocal. I was actually fighting for this song, but I do not know why we have the pillow styling. But let's see, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna be real
Oh,
quick.
I
I don't
feel
know
bad
why
for
we did
her.
the pillow styling. Mom, can you center yourself in the
Hmm.
camera because I want to use a different camera aspect for us. Um, I really think that this song had a chance to qualify. The vocal crack was not
Yeah.
great. I just really think like to me the styling killed this one. And then the vocal did falter. I know the endurance of Eurovision is a lot. It's a lot. Mom, what did you think?
I thought the
Oh, it just didn't work. Lily, what did you think?
it just, I feel bad for her with that crack, and the staging and the styling just weren't what we needed, and I feel bad for her. I think she's got a great voice and a beautiful song, but I don't think that was enough.
Okay, we've got Ireland coming up. It's one of my favorites and JoJo's favorites.
It's, I don't know. It
Well,
just
first of all,
like,
you don't even like this song.
I know,
You
but
don't
I'm
like it.
objectively speaking,
Oh wait,
the
JoJo,
stage
you
is
like
just
that
too
song?
static.
You love all the songs, but was this one a favorite? Oh, okay. I don't know if y'all heard it.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, she's just so static, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so, I need more movement, especially with the kind of song that is. And with the camera, it's very sweeping rather than focusing on where the energy's at. And I feel like that's just a letdown for the song. Even if you like the song, I feel like objectively you can say, the camera work and the lack of movement kind of lets the song down.
Well, can I say this though? I think it's qualifying.
Okay.
I think this.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason why I'll say I think it's qualifying is because I think the truth of the song that I felt from the beginning was, at the end of the day, it's just such a nostalgic song that's boppy.
Mhm.
But I do stand by. Will we get Luxembourg and Ireland? I don't know.
You're
I don't
playing
know
with
if we
two different
get
kinds of
both.
nostalgia. Because, like, Ireland's going for a newer, more, like, it's going for like the 20-year cycle, whereas Luxembourg is going for more like the 60-year cycle. Like, you know what I mean? It's like how when I was a kid, Greece was popular again. And that's a movie from the 70s about the 50s. You know what I mean? So they're
I
going
just
for like
think
two different
ultimately, I
kind
know
of
we're
areas.
preparing for Lapia to get up there. It's just Emmy sounded like the record. The record
Yeah,
is
her vocal
something
was
that
perfect.
those of us like from a certain era, this feels very nostalgic to us. Like we love it. Yeah, shout out to you. We don't have to get to that. They got the other one at the end. So just saying, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward. So yeah, let's just Lappy. I mean,
Well,
I
Latvia's
voted. I
starting
did
for
my
me
part.
now.
I did my part. So it's
Latvia's
starting.
coming
Okay.
for me now. Gorgeous, gorgeous,
I'm all
visually
in.
gorgeous,
I'm all
sounded
in.
perfection. How
I'm
can you
all
look
in.
at that and no go? That was amazing. That was
This has to be that not making it.
yeah,
That not making it to the grand final. Steven,
yeah,
well, that was a visual masterpiece. DJ, I feel a song
yeah.
bloodbath coming on. Musical, boring staging, boring
How boring
for
staging.
you, for you, for you, for you. Carly, that was art. FF, so good, but you think it's out? I don't think it's out. See, this is showing me who watches my stuff
Yeah,
after the credits.
yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, so I can tell you what my final prediction was. I put Serbia, Ireland, Denmark on the fence, and then I had making it Israel, Austria, Malta, Czechia, Finland, Lithuania, Greece, Luxembourg, Latvia, Australia. That was my final. I
I
wanted to do
just
an
like
experiment. I was like, let me just see what happens. Okay, we got Armenia up next.
oh, you know what's really weird? I know the village he's in because I look at Google Maps all the time at work when I'm bored. I was like, oh, I recognize that. I recognize that Barden Lake. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Hey.
Paolo says
Oh,
Latvia is totally in. Sharon, yes, Latvia was amazing. This is in. Um, the Floon. I'm not huge on the song itself, but the full package, impeccable. Um,
Yes.
Lorendi Park needs to deliver after the fairies. Beck, locals, please exit the Alesia Michelle stream. They're saying, "Oh, you had it." I didn't. I really like. I kind of did it as a joke because I was like, "Oh, I'm so like in between." I was like, "I'm gonna do," and yeah, I was like, "I'm gonna do an after credit scene." So we'll see what Armenia is talking about. I think Armenia is gonna look good. I think it might even sound good, but Ford, tough, F-150,
I just, when I hear this song, I can see the Jeep driving through a mud puddle. Like, yeah.
Hold on, Josephine just looked at me at the screen. She said, "This is a rock star." Talking about Park. This looks great, though. Let me just say that. It looks good, and I'm glad they're using augmented reality.
Okay. I like that they added Armenian. Staging was great, but Armenia knows how to stage. Armenia knows what they're doing with the stage.
Hold on, hold on,
I
hold on,
just can't give.
real quick. Wait. Armenia has not always known how to stand. I raise
Okay.
you, walking out.
I don't
That
even remember
was
what that
not
is.
staged well.
Which one was that?
2019 when they did not qualify.
Okay. Oh,
2019
I
when
don't
they
even
did
remember that
not
song. I
qualify.
don't
So
even remember
Armenia,
that song.
I will. So everyone's saying this is going through. Y'all forget. Remember, this is our tricky semi. This is our tricky semi. To me, what made me think, oh, maybe Armenia is in fact in trouble, because I said in my reaction, I was like, oh, I could see this working out if the vocal is good.
Hmm.
Cyprus didn't make it. Cyprus didn't make it. This
I
one's earlier
mean,
in the show, so I don't know.
he's he's got the dads that want to go 50 in a child zone with a pack of Bud Light in the car. Vote on lock.
Yeah, let's see what Austria is talking about, okay? Jojo says she's not in this song.
Oh, he was sweet. That was immersive, definitely on the stage.
Okay. Well,
Definitely
y'all know,
immersive.
let me just say, I love immersive staging, so that's one of my big things. Give me immersive staging, give me thoughtful, non off the rack styling. So check, check. Y'all know I am totally biased.
Yeah.
I'm totally
I
biased. Hold
mean,
on, Mom, what did you think?
I liked it. I think he has to go through. I mean, the vocals are so strong. The song is so powerful. He has to go through.
yeah.
Lily, what do you think? I'm getting a Chili's commercial.
Oh, exciting. Chili's. Is the baby back ribs back? Oh,
It's a
I have
Saved
a
by the Bell
Chile flag on my
crossover.
screen. So you have Chili's on your screen. I have Chile on mine. Sorry. That was, it didn't sell me over completely. I just feel like I want to know he's performing for an audience when I watch Eurovision. Yeah, the staging was very immersive, but my concern is it a little too immersive? Um, I think that was staged beautifully. He sounded great. It checks off the box of that. If you're tuning into Eurovision for this, you're getting it. Um, I would like to see him make it to the final. I just, yeah, yeah,
Did we get winner potential vibes? Because, like, I love this. Again, I'm totally biased. So I'm like, it's this is a hard one for me to predict because I just like this stuff, but also my heart has been broken so many times at Eurovision when it comes to
hmm
popera and like any song that's kind of pulling on classical like elements. I felt like with Nemo last year, it was just at the end and it was sort of used for dramatic effect. But to me, this is what I listen to on my Sarah Brightman albums. Like, this
yeah.
is classical contemporary music. Does this feel like a winner?
I don't. I got more winter vibes from Switzerland than I did from that. You know what I mean?
Mom, do you think this is our winner this year? At least as of now, you're on mute, Mom. But at least for now, we haven't gotten all the songs today.
Grandmama, can I hear Grandmama?
Mom, you're not saying anything, but you are off mute.
No, she's muted herself again.
I'm not muting myself.
Well, you got a Ghost in the Machinery, another Sarah Brightman song. Ghost in the
Yes.
Machinery. Okay. George
This made
says
me wanna
love the
listen to some
voice,
Sarah
hate
Brightman.
George says love
Hate
the
the
voice,
boat.
hate the boat. Ricky says not perfect, but have to go to the final. Aurora, very nice, but I don't feel anything. Ulu says I like the LED. S. Smith, amazing. RF Austria won. It's all over. Schlemo says I don't think it should have been black and white. Jux, winter vibes, guys. Um, Faith Thomas, it's giving junior Eurovision, and I mean that respectfully. Are we still talking about? Wait, okay. I'm like, did I go to the right place?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I
Cody
could see
Cameron.
Georgia doing something like that at junior.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. Tony says I can't wait for Greece. Dania says it will be. Oh wait. Dania says it will be a surprise until the last moment. A lot of potential winners, and the points will be too close to each placement. Jules says amazing, but no winner vibes. Light scene. The performance wasn't on the level I had been anticipating. Nemo did less and won though. Okay.
But Nemo did
so
more
we're
with
gonna
the stage, I feel like. I don't know. I still have issues with the song. I just feel like it's too, like, the last 30 seconds just feel tacked on to me. Like they didn't know how to end it. And he wasn't even singing for the last section of the song. It just kind of throws me off.
Austria. Did it feel like a winner to you?
I think no. I think it's too reflective of last year.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been burnt. As a popper person, I've been burnt. But we've got the UK coming up next. So, okay.
I think when it comes to costuming this year, the most influential person has got to be Sabrina Carpenter, because the stage outfits we're giving, we're going to a Sabrina Carpenter song. Let's kind of try to dress like her a little bit. Um, the stage was really, I don't know how to phrase this. It was giving the Tonys in a little way, because the song always has felt a bit like musical theater to me. And the Tonys is like our in the US, it's like our Broadway award show. So you can't
They
bring your
know
full
what the
set with you.
Tonys are. They know what the
I
Tonys are.
know.
The premier like award in theater in the world, and I will fight people on that. Okay,
Okay.
Mom, what did you think?
I don't know how many people do musical theater in your chat.
Well, this is one of my favorites. I love the harmony. I like the girl group. It was fun. And I thought the staging was a little sparse in the beginning. I was hoping to see a little more, but that's a drawback. That was a drawback for me.
I'm gonna rewatch this tomorrow morning, but I didn't hear bum notes, and the chat did, but I didn't. But let's talk about my girl
harmonies didn't feel tight
Flavia.
enough. Like, yeah. Gorgeous. I keep seeing people going like Greek Jamala. I get the vibe. I get the vibe. It's in the same kind of area, same kind of topic. That was gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous.
My girl's making it. She's making
Yeah.
it. She's making
Mhm.
it. Oh my gosh. That was beautiful. Mom, what do you think?
I like the staging. I like the vocals. I really want her to go through to the final.
Mhm. Deserves it. That was
Flawless
gorgeous.
vocal, beautiful staging. I mean, she sounded like the studio cut. Low key, even a little bit better because you have that feeling of knowing that it's live.
Mhm.
I mean, this was. Ooh, been saying from jump, like
Gorgeous.
every time I have the conversations, even about juries and how they're going to go, and I was like, you know, if Greece nails the staging, I was like, Greece should be in the conversation for like jury contention and like something that the juries put their money behind. I mean, this was great. Okay, we got Lithuania coming up. I'm gonna go on mute. JoJo says she's not into this one.
Me either, JoJo.
Yes. Oh, I love that song so much. And like the staging gives you the sullen darkness of teenage life again. Yeah, it's emo, it's sad, it's a vibe. I love it.
Loved it from the beginning. They did everything they needed to do. They didn't even really mix stuff up that much from the national selection, which was absolutely the right move. They did everything that they needed to subtly upgrade it from the selection.
Mhm.
I've been in, I am in. They got my points already. I don't know, Mom. I know this isn't your flavor, so I mean, did this convince you at all?
Not at all. I I did not like the staging. I thought it was boring. The flashing cameras all over the place. I think he has really nice blue eyes. It would have been nice to just focus in on his face so you could see those eyes pop.
Honestly, I could have used that. Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting ready for Mariana Conte. She's going to be serving, and I hope it's vocals. I hope it's fire. I hope they're not doing too much. But let's see. Let's see. Malta.
It was campy. It was fun. She sounded good. My biggest issues on that were the mix. I just feel like they don't want the crowd screaming what the crowd was clearly screaming. So they turned the audience mic down super low. And then like the backing vocal track, I needed just a bit louder because it feels like she's singing on top of the track in the mix rather than being in the mix. I've been having some mix issues this year for real.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely a different piping in of the vocals today on Peacock because I heard her very clearly. Mom, what are you thinking?
Well, one of my favorites. I enjoyed the staging. It looked like fun. I thought her vocals sounded great for the song. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about off key. I didn't hear off key to me. She was doing runs. She was doing some notes that aren't in the studio cut, but they weren't dissonant for me.
No.
I think Malta is. I think Malta is in. I thought that was definitely enough, and we got
Yeah.
Georgia.
The song is so weird. That's just how I feel about Georgia. It's such a weird song. There's such a odd mix of things happening. But like, I don't know, like it's one of those things where I'm always torn about it because it's like there's interesting stuff going on here. In like 5 years, I'm probably gonna look back at it and love it. But I thought it was staged nicely. And it had like a lot of energy to it, even though she was staying static. I like the staging. You can
I
disagree.
don't
I
know
enjoyed
about
the
this
staging on that.
staging. No, I mean,
They did what
well,
they could do.
mom,
I
what
So
do
we
you
can
agree.
think?
stage that.
I agree with Lily. The song is weird. It's you need to build a song. That song starts at the top and it just goes, it doesn't it needs to move more, softer start, build. That everything is like a build in that. Yeah. And I didn't particularly, the staging didn't seem to match why would you have snow-covered mountains and then she's sleeveless? I mean, that was crazy to me.
I think what it comes down to is with this song and knowing what's going on in Georgia right now, it's all a propaganda push more than anything. And so I think that's why they're pushing like mountains, because Georgia's very mountainous and you have the traditional dancers. But it's just like it's such a weird song. I don't even know how you would stage that in a way that's effective.
Here's my thing. I think it would have been more effective with just her on the stage sort of singing it and selling it like the ballad, the power ballad that it is.
Mhm.
This after Grease, you know what I mean? Like kind of coming post Grease, this is just like, okay, well, y'all did something. YouTuber said
Mhm.
surprise qualification for Georgia. No, thank you. Jux says, can we praise her voice? We've been saying the vocal was good. Look, the
Oh,
vocal
she
was
sounds
good.
great. She sounds good.
I would even
It's the
say I
song.
like the red pants. It's the song, and for me, like we're critiquing the song. There's a difference. Um, but it just so Braden says that was incredible. We're gonna be talking about Miriam for years to come. I don't think we'll be talking about her next week.
Right. If we are not in a good way.
I just the voice was
She really is a
good.
good
The
singer,
vocal
but
was
yeah.
yeah, no, the vocal was good. I wish that she had an actual vehicle to showcase said amazing vocals.
I agree with you, Alicia. It's the song. Her voice is very strong. I mean, to be able to carry on like up here for an entire song, that's that's great. That's
Mhm.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. The energy starts at 10 and stays at 10. It doesn't go down.
Yeah.
It's like
Mm-mm.
there's an intensity, and she's again. I wish she had a better song, and that's
It's
all I
just
can say
that's
about
the
that. Like she
thing.
sounds amazing.
We need vehicles for our vocalists. We need proper vehicles, adequate vehicles, so that then they are able to shine. Because to me, a good vocal in a hoopty, what's the point? What's the
Mm,
point?
yeah, I
I
think
just
okay. So you
and to
wasted
me,
everyone's time.
I'm really gonna be honest, I thought the staging was gonna be better than this. For me, the staging did not work. Like if you're trying to win me over, I was not won over. For me. Oh my goodness. Okay, mom, hold on. Okay.
You have your Kleenex, your
Yeah,
tissue.
France is up next.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
I got napkins. I got napkins. Okay. You know what? But maybe I'll be okay. I've been listening to it in the car. I have. I've been listening to it in the car. Up next on stage will be one. Okay. Philip says crying time. Blackbirdie, get the tissues.
Mm.
Um, Braden,
Oh, sweet.
this
She gets ice
semi is
cream.
going so great so far. Latvia, Lithuania, and Greece serve. I mean, honestly,
Yes.
I'm thinking the ones that I thought would kind of falter are, um,
Oh,
but
I'm muting.
we'll see. Okay, we got France coming up.
That was beautiful. That was some beautiful staging. Everything about that was put together wonderfully. It was effective. I love the fact they use actual little bits of particulate to convey the story, and combining that, like when you know what it's about, the sand really works well for that.
Lily, you are on point with all of that. I agree. The staging was simple but effective. The song gave her
Mhm,
voice a chance to shine. It
mhm.
had ups and downs and build. She did some variations there. It was awesome. I love
Yeah,
that. I'm
I
thinking
can't.
possible winner here. That's
Okay.
me.
See, I'm excited for you to see Switzerland because Switzerland gave me goosebumps. It was gorgeous. Um, yeah, this year I got more winter vibes from France than I did from Austria. I think that everything about that was perfectly put together. And I'm not even a really big fan of France's song either. So I think that was really, really effective. Yeah, I agree with the rules here. For me, I do prefer Switzerland, but there's no reason that France can't be proud of that. No reason at all.
Okay, y'all, we got Denmark up next. Um, France has a tendency to stage things so distastefully. Um,
Yes.
and it could have gone real left. It did not. This that was the right staging. Um, yeah, we're gonna move on to Denmark. Juck says France will be top three. France can't come um, less than top five if that's what we're going to be getting on Saturday night. Okay, we got Denmark. Let's see, because I want to see this in full. Because y'all know, I know the song is not that groundbreaking, but I do like it. And I think she's such a good vocalist. But the styling made me nervous. Let's see this show.
Um, I don't know how I feel. She sounded amazing. I not whatever on the staging, but at least it was something different. I do wish they would have styled her differently. I don't like the bodysuit. I like the color of the bodysuit at DMGP better. That rich green, I think, really suits her more than that blue does.
See,
Um,
I like the blue. I don't like the fabric choice. The satin.
okay, again, satin.
I
Yeah,
understand why they went
satin
with
on a
it because
bodysuit. No.
satin does, it reflects light and stuff like that. I'll just tell you, I liked act 1 and 2 of this. I didn't staging wise. I liked act 1 and 2. Act 3, I did not care for too much when she gets off the pedestal and then she's just sort of walking. I mean, she's a vocalist. We could have just had her up there and then make the camera angles do the work, girl, and you can keep singing. Her voice, I love. Like, this is, like, her vocal tone, like, that's the vocal tone that I like and gravitate towards. So it's just, but that outfit I hate. And again, the third act I didn't like. Mom, what'd you think about Denmark?
Blue is my favorite color. I really like the song. I like the beat of it, and I like her voice.
Yeah, I just think that staging it didn't propel it in the way I, but act 1 and 2 of it, I like, okay, we got Czechia.
Yeah, I think he missed a cue there. Um, I don't know. I thought it was effective staging still. It was a lot of white. I would have liked to see just something other than white background, white outfit. Kind of washes everything out a little bit. Um, Dance break worked for me, but that's the only time we ever got anything other than white. And I think there was good storytelling with the lyric of the song to the staging. Um, I don't know. Like, I feel I want it in the final still. I just love his voice so much. His lower notes just they get me every time.
Okay, Mom, what did you think this one of your favorites?
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I really like the song, and I love the match between the song and his voice. this is a song that not everybody's going to be able to sing. I mean, his voice was very unique to that. We could all sing parts of it, but probably not all together like he does. And I like the stage, and I always like when they can do a dance break and they show the vocals and the movement. And I thought they did that effectively with the handoff of the mic and everything.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This was not as slick and professional as I think it needed to be to solidify advancement. Now, here's the thing: we had some boo boos and uh-ohs on night one. Do I think that the boo boos and uh-ohs with this one are enough to pull it down? This is a more competitive semi. So, okay, we got Laura. Oh, okay, okay, girl. So let's get into Luxembourg. See, what Luxembourg is doing is what Ireland should have been giving us. Just saying.
I thought the staging was good. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I think the outfit reveal worked for me. It kind of it plays with the song's about lyrically as well. I like how she's the one controlling the guys in the background, and any old people like who are Eurovision fans from the '60s are gonna immediately go, "Ah, of course." I mean, it's not gonna be for everyone, but I enjoyed that. I really did.
Mom, what do you think?
Yes, I enjoyed it. This is the one I said made the staging would make a difference for me, and I think it did make a difference. I like the beat of the song, and it seems like it's it's a upbeat, up tempo. I liked it. I thought she did. I like this better than the previous videos and renditions I've seen.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is making it. I think she's making it. This song, I will say, the way they delivered it is great. Am I gonna start like listening? Because this was my thing with Luxembourg. I didn't always skip it in the car. You know what I mean? Like I didn't always skip it. Um, yeah, like I really didn't. So I was kind of curious, like how I would feel watching the live performance. And ultimately, I think the way that I feel is if it makes it, I'm okay with that. really there's like 8 countries. That's how I populated my votes, was like with the 8 countries. So yeah, Schlemo says, yeah, Luxembourg is a qualifier. You
Yeah,
may
I
find I
agree.
like Ireland more, to be honest. Um, and then Edo says, what is this, the 5th outfit reveal? We've had a lot of outfit reveals. I like the
It's
Luxembourg
Eurovision,
outfit
baby.
reveal.
It's
Yeah, I'm
Eurovision,
okay with
baby. We
that.
always get an outfit reveal.
Yeah. And then Laura says Luxembourg did really well. Ed, the
Yeah.
high note was her best in the season. And then oh Lord says, I think we're gonna get both Ireland and Luxembourg. So we'll see. So right now is is Israel, okay. Um, okay. Tony D says this is the year of the dress changes on stage. And then Christina
Yeah.
says, I feel like Ireland and Luxembourg are similar, both cute bops, but Ireland gave us zero energy and Laura ate it. I mean, honestly, the staging we had for Luxembourg was what we should have gotten, right? Like
Yeah.
what we got from
Luxembourg
Luxembourg was
staging
what
was
we should have
perfect.
gotten for Ireland. Ireland could, and Ireland, I think, actually could have done that, but I think Emmy really wanted to stay true. I don't know. We've had a lot of countries go. Maybe start thinking about who your favorite so far is. Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean, I've
who's
already
your
written
favorite
down
so
who I
far?
think is going to qualify. Um, I don't want to be like Luxembourg because recency bias. But like looking back at everyone, Latvia probably that were earlier in the running order, but I really thought Latvia stood out wonderfully.
Wait, we got a comment. So LOLOD, Emmy wasn't going to be able to do that whole dancing and singing at the same time like Laura. Oh, is that true though? Is that true though?
I mean, I'm thinking back to when Emmy participated at MGP. She was moving more than she moved on this, but she wasn't like doing intense choreo or anything for Witchwoods. It was more like just like a lot of hand motions and stuff. I would have just wished she had more movement. All right. Are you guys getting commercial break?
I was about to say, some people are talking. So we can highlight S. Smith, mesmerizing, the backstory, the staging, the styling, the voice. Yes, 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 yes. And then Rainer. Oh, you can see how nervous Yuval is and how relieved she is now. Um, I saw a comment about booing. I didn't hear any booing. So if they have booing in the arena, I
They
can
have the
hear
mics
it.
turned. They have to have the mics turned off.
Well, but I mean,
Like the host.
but last year, I think people said that they could hear some booing. We were there, so I can't say that. Mom, did you
Yeah.
get to hop into Israel's performance? Do you have a thought?
I love her vocals. I really do. Yeah, I thought she delivered the song very well.
Okay. I mean, how do you feel this stack? Because we've had a couple of because we got Georgia, we have Greece. Well, France we have, but France doesn't really, count. You know what I mean? Like we're not, it's not competing. Um, in this semi, but or maybe even, and we had Austria. What's the standout ballad for you in this semi?
Ooh, that's a tough one. It's really tough. I'm not going to say
I'm
at this
muting.
point.
Okay, I mean, to me, I still think what Greece did was thoughtful. I think, they were able to do. I mean, honestly, because we were worried about Greece's staging. Okay, like let's be real, we were worried, and I think the way Greece staged was very thoughtful and very tasteful, and I do feel it did not distract from Claudia. Okay, wait, we got Germany.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
curious to
take me
see this
back to
staging.
Berlin. Yeah, let's see. Can we get a party on the stage?
Where are the choreographers?
Well, that was very German. I'm so happy that they're singing in German this year. Like, I'm so happy Sweden's bringing Swedish. I just love that song. I think the staging suited it. You're not gonna. She's had issues with the vocal before. She's not gonna really do too much moving around, but it was enough movement that it kept the song, like the staging, from feeling too static. Yeah, I think Germany can be happy with that. I'm so happy with Baller
Ooh,
too.
take me to the
Yeah,
club. Mom, what did you
I
think? It
love
didn't
that
win you
song so
over?
much.
Where are the choreographers? There needed to be more choreography in there. I mean, with them just with their that's a song you dance to. That's the club song. I was
I
disappointed
think
in
it's
the
hard.
staging.
It's hard to get across that club feel when you can only have 6 people on stage. I
Well,
just
I'm telling
I
you,
think it makes it
they did what they could. Because here's the thing. Now, I do kind of hear you, Mom. We could have had a little bit of moves. They did have dancers on the stage, and we were giving them intention, but we were not giving them choreo. But so we could have had some moves. But I actually think that's the freeness of it. It was like we in the club. I was like, I'm in the club. I'm there. Take me there. I was I was in it. I was in Berlin again in a club that smells like cigarette smoke with, cocktails
I was
that don't come
I
in
was
pretty
thinking
glasses.
I was thinking all the song needs is a couple of cigarettes and we'd be there. Just a couple of cigarettes and we'd be there.
Okay, we got Serbia up here. And y'all know I love Prince. He is a good vocalist and wonderful performer. But this song.
That mop shot always just takes me out completely. I'm gonna say I don't think I've heard this version of the song before. I like this version of the song itself better than the one that was at Pesma. Yeah.
Jelko was in the studio with Prince after the national selection to redo this. Look, the
Okay.
vocal is great. I've been saying from jump, Prince is a singer, okay? This was not the offering. I feel like he in his heart knows that this was not the offering. Mom, what did you think?
I like I love the vocals. I just didn't really connect to the overall performance. I Serbia in previous years was so dynamic. I was a little disappointed in this year in this year's song.
Yeah, I'm just having a hard time because I do think we have other male performers. I mean, look, like having like no ex-Yugo countries in the final does worry me. So off of that, I'm kind of rooting. But and the vocal is good, but to me, the song, the vehicle is not it. So let's do Erica.
Si es que comen. Yeah, no. Excellent winner. Amazing.
Hold on. I'm getting on my soapbox. I'm gonna look at the time. I'm getting on my soapbox. And y'all know I love Austria. And I enjoy Sweden and I appreciate Sweden. You cannot tell me that that is not winner potential for the Eurovision Song Contest this year, 2025. We ain't seen
Agreed.
no performance
Agreed.
like that. And I
No, we
love
have not.
France. I love France. Austria was good. That that gave me winner. That gave me winner. And I don't know what the odds have been on this year. I don't know what. I don't know if everybody was just broke. And so we have a whole bunch of dum-dums betting on the Eurovision odds. I don't know if the odds were like, you know what, we're going to trickle out. You know what I mean? Like we're going to trickle out our results or something like we're going to trickle out like how people are giving. When the song
Mm-hmm.
came out, I was like, how are we not talking about this like as winner potential? And maybe at the beginning we were. Maybe
Yeah,
at
at
the
the
beginning
beginning
we
we
were.
were.
At the beginning. But then when everyone got Sweden, I mean, Austria was even had buzz even before they were confirmed. Do we watch
Yeah.
that? I mean, I am sorry, but like, how do y'all watch that? And want to say with any type of gravitas and seriousness that this shouldn't be top 3 potential to win this year. Mom, I'm gonna give the microphone to you because I like give us the general public view because obviously we've sat with this song longer than you. What do you think?
Erica's my girl, and she sold it. She came, she brought it on. I mean, great song, great delivery, staging. I thought was on point. I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
Okay, Lily.
I've never stopped believing she could win. I think a lot of people like
Yeah,
in their
same,
like a lot of
same,
people
same.
just they get impressed by stuff and it's like, are we thinking fully about how the contest goes? I never felt like Austria had winner potential just because after Nemo last year, it feels too soon for a song like Austria to win. And like you get about 50-50 on the gender split. I feel like we can't count Erica out ever. Like she came, she performed, and she performed the heck out of that song. Like, yeah, no, she could
I
very
want
well
to
win still.
highlight. Yeah, I want to highlight some of the comments. Daniel, Erica's a true rock star, and it's rare to get that feeling at Eurovision. Marcus, she came, she sung, and she conquered. But here we got someone else. Chekowa, I don't see Finland winning. I don't see it winning for public. It's loud and vulgar. Not everybody speaks German or Finnish, boo-boo. They don't know. They just watching like a very slick stage show and this woman selling it to us. Fab says Erica better than Austria and Sweden. Mante says Austria was underwhelming. FF Erica ate so hard. V says Malta flop. Christina, so for me, sure qualifiers are Austria, Greece, Finland, Luxembourg. Nidamance is Greece qualifying. I'm living in the world that Greece is qualifying. Alistair, does Greece need the votes? What is the strategic vote? Actually, that's a good question. Who do we feel like people need to strategically vote for to ensure that we have the most diverse and bombastic and entertaining Eurovision grand final this year? What's your money on?
Give Latvia and Lithuania some love. I want a fully Baltic final, baby.
Yeah, I'm living in the world. If you're being strategic, like to me, Australia was fun, and I think fun in a way that we enjoy at Eurovision. So I would tell you to throw some weight behind Australia. You know, I kind of feel like we need Adonis in the final. Because, and I'm going to be real, I feel like this performance was not his best, but I do think, I mean, because who else are we really getting in the genre? You know, I think the song as a studio cut is good. I think the staging is good. I will just say that if I'm being objective, which I try to be, like, I think, was this his best vocal performance of the song? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. GR Romance says Latvia and Czechia need
Well,
the
that's
votes.
what. I was gonna say, or are you talking about for Australia when you were just, or were you talking about Czechia just now? I'm sorry.
Well, I was just now talking about Czechia, where I was just like, I mean,
Yeah.
I do feel like if we're thinking about music diversity in the grand final and like of the genre, I mean, we let go of Belgium and Cyprus. The only other one we kind of got in the genre is what, Norway-ish. So
Okay.
if we're doing, you know, that, I would also say, I mean, Latvia at this point after that performance, I think Latvia's in. And maybe I'm deluding myself. Maybe I'm just high off of the success with which I experienced Tuesday night, where everything I wanted in made it in. So I was like, I don't care about the rest of the stuff. I was like, I got what I wanted and a bonus. Okay,
Well, when
we
it comes
gotta.
to Australia, since 2008, opener and closer, we get 3 out of 4, and we've already lost Cyprus. So I feel like that means if we want to go by the statistics, Australia's in.
But also, too, Malta always needs support. So if you like Malta, you should be
Oh yeah,
voting for
Give
Malta.
Malta some love.
I don't know. After the performances tonight, though,
I
I
still
think
think
Greece
that
is
Sarah
in.
Benitez's performance last year. You know,
Okay, we do have an interval act that is seeming like a good cultural one, so I appreciate that. Giving us a
it's
breakdown.
about Switzerland.
Oh wait,
It's
yeah,
cute.
about Switzerland. Okay, I want to get into
Yeah.
some of the comments. So, Lorindy says, "Is there a world where we see a split screen between Justina and Erica?" No, I don't think so. The juries are going to downgrade Poland. They will, but I mean, but Justina, we just needed her in the final. Blackbirdie, Greece got some of my points that I was going to give Austria, but after the performances. Oh, really? Um, Ira, I'm voting for Greece. I'm not going to watch the contest anymore. If Greece doesn't get through, well, Greece should be getting through. I think the performance was good.
How
Greece should
often
be.
do we say this as Eurovision fans? I'm not watching the contest anymore. If X doesn't happen, yeah, we still come back. Let's be honest. You'll be back next year, baby. No matter what happens to Greece.
This interval is actually kind of cute. Josephine
Yeah,
is
no,
like
Greece was gorgeous.
mesmerized.
It's cute and colorful.
I'm just like glad that we're back to kind of like the conceptual like interval acts with dance. And allegedly, I think we have my girl Sasha to thank for that, because Sasha is the creative director of Eurovision this year. So
Oh, is
I'm like,
she?
no wonder. I was like, no wonder I like it, because I remember in the first semi, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, like we're back to like dance. Like I really love like contemporary dance, like interval acts and stuff like that. I don't mind skits either. I don't mind skits either,
Mhm.
but you know, um, Lewis says if we lose Latvia, I will cry. I think I've been
Me too.
preparing
Let me be
myself to
honest.
lose Latvia, but I'm saying I think I've been preparing myself, so I think I could survive. Survivor, dum 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 dum. Survivor. Yeah, I mean, I think I could survive, but I wouldn't like it. It would make me very disappointed. But like I said, maybe I'm just on a high. Maybe I'm just like fully delusional now because I got everything that I wanted. Mom, what are some of your takeaways from the show this evening?
Oh, well, I liked oh goodness, so many of these songs, but I thought Adonis, I like that song, because, and I think his vocals, like I said before, are so unique. I mean, his vocal range, we need
Yes.
that in the final. I think we definitely need that one. Um, I like Erica was great. I think we need that. Um, Gojo as an opener, I'm looking forward to that. And JJ, it has to go through. I mean, he that song is it has to, I feel like it has to go through. I don't know. I thought his vocals were great, and I if it I don't think it's going to win, but I think for purposes of a good show, it needs to go through. And Greece and Malta, I like them. I'm not really feeling Lithuania unless they zoom in on his eyes. That's all I
I've
got.
got nothing for you, baby.
And I
Nothing.
still like Denmark. I don't think I got a chance to say, blue is my favorite color. I think she looks good in blue. I think I'm learning. I think I'm learning from Lily. I thought the mix, the background was a little um, high, loud, but I thought her voice still went with the song. The background could have been a little softer for me, and I think it still would have been good. Luxembourg surprised me. I wouldn't be mad if it went through now. I'm still disappointed with Germany and Baller's staging. But I thought I like the song. I think it's a good party song. I think it will go far.
Okay, well, we had a question from Harvey. Who's your vocalist of the night? And let's maybe do female, male vocalist, and I'll start with you, Mom.
So I think Adonis for the male. I mean, and just with his vocal range, it's very strong. And I actually, oh, the girls, it's just really hard for me. Looking. Um, I mean, like a strong vocal. There's some songs that I like, but as far as the who is the girl we were talking about where that song was all up high? It was.
Oh, you mean Emmy? Bum bum ba-da-dum bum
Hmm.
bum 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 bum. Was that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
No, that's
Oh,
Party
you
in
mean
the
Georgia?
Georgia. Was it Georgia?
Living by.
No, not
Yeah, she's
Georgia.
a great vocalist.
Claudia in Greece?
No, the one we were talking about, the song that we didn't like the song, but we liked the
Georgia.
Georgia.
Okay.
Georgia.
Yeah, we did. Okay. Yes, I thought her vocal was really, her voice is really, really strong. Didn't like the song because it didn't move, and it didn't really, I mean, it suited her voice. Nobody else could have sung at a 10 for the entire time. So that's all I got.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll be clear. My vocalist of the night, honorable mention, Claudia, but Sissel. And it's really just because I'm so partial to that vocal tone. Like, I mean, it's just, there's just a richness.
Yes.
It's thick. It's precise. My male vocalist of the evening, well, JJ. I'm being true to myself. Okay. Lily, your vocalist of the evening.
I feel like I'm gonna giggle because I'm like your mom and you both. I'm like the one in the middle. Male vocalist Adonis, female vocalist Sissel. I just love both of their voices so much, and like they both have like the richness I want when I hear someone sing.
Okay, I like this comment. Black Bean Paste, my non-Eurovision friends are praising Latvia as a winner. I'm like, honestly, after watching the show and the run of show, I am feeling more confident about Latvia. The run of show, the placement, I'm actually like, ooh, I can breathe a little sigh of relief. I'm nervous though. I'm because I told y'all, I split like some people said, are you going to vote? We're rest of the world. So I already voted. And I kind of don't think I can vote again. Can you use the same card I used before? I can use the same card?
Yes, you can.
Oh, well, too late. Oops. They don't accept PayPal, do they? They don't. You have to put your card info in. But I gave
I
out
don't think
100
so.
points. I gave out
I'm waiting on
100
my
points.
paycheck, so I don't have money right now.
Yeah. So Avi says I have
Yeah.
quite a bad feeling about Malta. I'm not gonna live there.
I
Jafar
always
says
cheer
Semi
for
2
Malta.
was yeah, so Jafar says Semi 2 was way better than Semi 1, which I mean, I've been telling y'all that for a while now where I'm just like, I mean, truly Semi 1, I have
I
3 to
hate
4
this crap.
songs I listen to consistently. Could we actually talk about the upgrade of Erica's styling? Because she changed the look from the selection, and I'm gonna tell you right now,
Mhm.
upgrade. I like what we're doing right now.
I
Well, I
I
love.
prefer the national final selection.
Oh no
Like
no 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 no
I
no!
feel
I
like
like this. I
in
like
the
this.
hips,
It's clean.
here's my issue with the outfit. The hips are so wide, and then when you get the shots that are lower down, the gusset is so narrow compared to the hips. It makes her look kind of like a cello to me. And I don't
But
like
that's how
that.
it
And it's
was.
like not hugging her.
But the silhouette is the same. It's the embellishments. The silhouette is the same. I
The
like
silhouette's
it.
different.
Yes, Knox
Like
says
they have some
Erica
kind of
was for.
padding in the hip now.
No, it was the same. I'm telling you. I saw like at the national selection. It's basically the same silhouette. Maybe they pronounced it more. Maybe they did. But it was the same essential silhouette. And someone said Erica was forced to tone it down. Well, I'll tell you right now, I didn't even see her cleavage for real at the national selection, and I can see it now. So, and at the, and I
I think
mean,
it was a little too much booty.
hold on. Too much booty. The booty is this, okay? The fabric is laying across it. There wasn't nothing vulgar
Yeah.
about that at all,
I felt like
okay?
the performance was chaste. More chaste than I would expect for a song
I
called
mean,
Come.
I'm saying I think the look was all right. Felix, also once again, Hazel is an incredible host. So much person. Yeah, I like Hazel. I think there's like a meme going around where it's like Hazel, Petra, Hannah, Eurovision hosting Dream Team. But you know what my fear is? If we did something like this, but also could we have Philomena in the green room?
Yes. Philomena
Yeah,
has to be
we
there.
need Philomena because Philomena's good with the she does good crowd work. So we got Philomena too.
Mhm.
It's good. It's good. Um, okay. Okay. Oh yeah, we get this is gonna be the interval that is the apparently some of the
Oh,
2020 performers.
when can we get
I mean,
Destiny and
Voting's
Mariana to
over.
collab?
Okay, voting's over.
well, Destiny and Mariana are like homegirls. Yeah, so voting is over. We're gonna know what we
Yeah,
get.
let's get the two of them do a duet, please.
Okay, but I'm looking forward to this interval. I'm really I was looking forward to this interval act. Oh, are we getting a commercial break? Okay, well okay. So this is our last time. Who do we think? And maybe I should go on and do this. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Boom. Oh wait, here. Oh, there you go. Okay. So, this was my actual finalized prediction, not my preference. This was my prediction. What do y'all think? Do you think I'm still right? Do
Oh,
you think Serbia's making it in? You think Denmark's making it in? If so, whose spot are they taking? This was my
I don't think
finalized
Denmark did
one.
enough to qualify.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, looking at your finalized list,
So, Matthew says
I worry for
Armenia
Czech.
will make it. Samuel says Armenia is in. Here's the thing: if Armenia is in, what they're taking Czechia's spot.
That's my guess. That's what I was about to say. If
Okay.
Armenia makes it, Czechia is out.
Okay. Thunder says Denmark for Czechia. I mean,
A wife for the
I just
husband.
felt. Could I just say this? I just felt like we had so many female performers. I just feel like the female performers were coming into this with at a disadvantage. If anyone was coming in at as a disadvantage, it was them.
Mhm.
I mean, who do y'all think is out?
That
I
was
think
cute.
that's what I'm asking. Who's out?
Oh, pull it back up. I'm sorry. Out
I'm
of your
saying in
list?
general. No, just in general. Who do you think is out?
I I don't think Armenia is going to make it. I'm or
I feel
maybe
like
I don't
Armenia
know.
and Czechia are like borderline. If we get one, we don't get the other. But I'm leaning
Yeah.
towards Czechia on that one. Um, Georgia, of course, but that's a safe thing to say. That was DOA. Honestly, I think Ireland might be out. I know Denmark. I don't think
I
did
think
enough either.
Ireland. I think Ireland could be out, but I think they did enough. Whereas I think Denmark was coming from behind, and I question whether Denmark did enough with that staging package. Jiggly says, should we be nervous for Lithuania? I'm not.
I
Edo's,
am. I don't. That's not one I think where maybe I don't think it should make it. That's because I feel like there are those that are better than Lithuania. That's me.
Well, the thing is, like, rock fans are going to gravitate towards something, and they've got Lithuania for that, you know. So the rock fans are going to give that some love.
Okay, going for
Honestly,
balance.
I would love to see Montenegro make it. I would love to see Montenegro make it.
but y'all, I mean, we can't just go because I mean, I wanted to see Montenegro make it, but like, I can't be in the business of like, I mean, you got to show up on the night and deliver.
Yeah. Oh
And
no, what I'm
Nina's
saying is like,
vocal was not together. We have the duvet
mhm.
covering styling. To me, the duvet signaled you don't need to vote for me. We're not trying to make it that far anyway. Because if we were actually trying to advance, we would not have had the duvet on.
So, do you
Yeah,
think
no,
we
I
would
agree
have
with
to?
that. Like I said, oh sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
No. Go on, Lily.
I was going to say I would love to have Montenegro in the final, but they didn't do enough to make the final. Is what I'm saying. It's like it's not going to happen.
So I wanted to go back to the girls. So Finland and Denmark and Malta. I don't think we're going to get all three.
It was it Finland? Who else? Finland, Malta, and who?
Finland, Denmark,
Denmark.
Malta.
Wrong grouping. I don't think we're gonna get Ireland, Luxembourg, and Denmark. That's the grouping. The more youthful. Yeah,
Is
I
Denmark
think.
equal?
Because let me tell. Yeah, I mean, how do I put it? I think category wise, because
I would say
Denmark,
they're more.
but Denmark's not really in the same competition as Malta and Finland. Let's be completely honest. It's not.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
yeah,
like
like
I think this is how I group. I think Greece is a ballad. If you're comparing Greece to anything, it's Israel and Austria. And I think that that's why there are people who are realistically nervous for Greece. I think that what Claudia did on the stage and Focus, shout out Focus, you didn't mess up this time. We appreciate the staging. I think Greece actually is okay. But if we're talking Malta, Denmark, Finland, like I mean I think we gotta Finland is a little bit on a league on itself because I mean we are having a winner potential conversation about Finland.
yeah.
Finland is, you know, top 10 in the odds. Denmark is nowhere near that. Neither is Ireland. So you know what I mean? I just feel like we gotta compare, you know, the people who are truly on the cusp and separate them a little bit from the safeties.
So let's talk about Ireland a little bit. Because to me, the song is given a '90s vibe, and I don't think it's a I don't think it really gives her the opportunity to to show strong vocals. I mean, it's just like a party song, but I don't see it as a modern party song. I see it as a 90s flashback.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
Aqua. It's Aqua. Wait, did the Peacock
Yeah.
people, did
And I
we
don't
miss
like
the
Aqua,
whole
so.
hold on, did we miss the
No,
whole
it's just now
thing?
starting. It's just now starting. With Jean and the people from
Oh,
2020,
good,
that's
good,
just now
good, good.
starting. You guys missed a featurette on like 3 different groups of fans, one from Malta, one from Turkey, and one from I can't remember where. Oh, Destiny. Justice for Destiny someday.
I'm gonna be real with y'all
Yeah, can
though.
we get a can we
Hold on. Justice for the mamas. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Justice for the mamas. I don't know why they weren't
Yes.
included, and I'm not happy with that. Just saying.
No,
But yeah,
100%. Like, they're the ones who sold what is it? John Ludwig's song in 2019. If it wasn't for them, that song would have done nothing. That is the real question, Rainer. Why only bring back people who actually participated in 2021? Why not bring back a couple of people who didn't make it to 2021? You know what I mean? Yeah, Ali, I would agree with that. I would have preferred it to be people from 2021 who didn't make it to the stage. Or
to be
2020 who didn't make
fair,
it to the
I
stage.
think, sorry, just with this comment, to be fair, Ulrike, I think, was asked, but she was pregnant and she ended up giving birth, like, I think 2-3 weeks ago, so she wouldn't have been able to come. But I would have been fine with her being pregnant, but I think her pregnancy took a little bit of a turn, and I could be speaking out of turn. And I'm saying it because I had a high risk pregnancy. My daughter was 3 pounds when she was born, or 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 2.6 ounces. So I know, like, so yeah, lighters for her. She would have. I mean, homegirl would have loved to have a Eurovision stage moment, but I think we should bring it back. Yeah, and the YouTuber says, why not bring out the artists that did not come back in 2021? That's my opinion. I'm like, because there were some, particularly the Belarusian folks.
Disagree with that statement. I'll take Jimmy Cass over All My Love.
They could have even helped Germany out with some choreography.
Oh, oh, it's my birthday twin. I forgot she was going to be here.
I don't want to be a hater, but I feel better about singing during Effendi because I mean, literally, what we got with Cleopatra was what we got because you could tell those were in the same.
Matahari.
Yeah, like they were clearly cut in the same studio section. Oh, my boyfriend is dancing. Laman or Lamin. They like say Lamin. Yeah, he's in the back. Alexander says, Ariana, what are you doing? Ariana, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
But I mean, it's funny because Matahari was like, I think people were worried about that not qualifying, and it made it. Thunder Lee says, "Who is this Effendi? La Cleopatra." Yeah. Oh wait, Destiny. Oh, hold on. Oh my god. Oh, she's gonna make me cry. She's.
We all love her. I know. She's going to come back one day. She's going to come back.
I need her to be our first junior and Eurovision winner, and it just has to happen.
Yeah. It's going to happen. I still can get over Malta's advertising for 2020, where it was just like, go on, fulfill your destiny for her. It's going to happen one day. She'll be back. She'll be back.
Just she is just so talented, and I just she's just so talented. I just like it's like I don't even know her, and I'm just like I want the world for you because I just think she is so amazing.
Mommy, can
Yeah, she
I'm
was.
gonna stop. But it's true. Everybody in Malta can sing. Okay. I just. Ooh.
can I have
No, you cannot wear lip gloss. No.
Hi, JoJo.
We need Destiny back, I want it to be at the right moment, and I really want Europe to get it together because when
Yeah.
Destiny comes back, and if it's good, I won't be able to handle her getting played, shortchanged.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, um, yeah.
Yeah.
From afar, I just find her so deeply talented. I want her to win. I just want her to win. And I mean, in life,
We all
like not just Eurovision,
Yeah.
in life.
I'm always rooting for her.
Okay, Erica with the Sprechen.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Oh, so we got fondue.
I mean,
Mom,
we knew it was gonna
remember
happen.
we had fondue in Switzerland because we went to Geneva. What did you think of the fondue?
It was good. I enjoyed it.
I'm just so
Okay.
picky with cheese. I've never had it. I've never had fondue. Just because,
We
like,
we had some good fondue. We did.
I'm weird with cheese.
Erica knows what she's doing. I just want to say, Erica knows what she is doing.
Erica knows. I mean, man. How do you, Erica? I love her. I'm so happy we got her this year too.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, I rewatched all of semifinal one. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't hear
Okay.
the rampant bum notes that I normally hear. With Eurovision, I do think for the most part we have very proficient vocalists this year.
Yeah.
I mean, there have truly been years where it's just like, whoa, like what is going
2017.
on here?
2017. Anybody? Everyone sounded. So many people sounded so bad in 2017.
But you know,
like that's the reason why.
But could I say this? 2014 was what I thought this year would mirror. Where it was like a little bit of a potpourri year. Like, yes, we had some like great songs. And I love the show. Like, I go back and rewatch 2014. Or I said like 2014, 2013, where there were some songs that were, yes, very, very good. But like a lot of it was like fun. Okay, when we get to the final, I said I was going to attempt to like maybe go live
now.
on. Oh, I'm not getting votes yet. Okay, I'm about to. Okay. So I'm
gonna be quiet for this.
Okay, we've got the votes coming in. Okay, I'm getting away. Okay, comments. I'm gonna have to turn away from the comments. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go to the banner section. I'm gonna go to the banner section for the results. I said I was gonna attempt to go live.
No, I did the same thing too.
But maybe I'll do like a 10-minute TikTok video. Maybe I'll try that.
Okay.
View all effects. Okay. Give me a good filter for TikTok, a trending one. Okay.
I'm gonna mute myself so I don't spoil it for you.
Okay, we are good to go. The votes are gonna be rolling in for Eurovision. Okay. Okay. I'm giving myself 10 minutes for this, and I hope that's enough.
That's why we will show 3 countries at a time. Only one will qualify right away.
Let's see.
Remain in the race until the end of the vote.
Okay, now I'm like instantly nervous because first semifinal, I didn't have to feel these nerves. I had like my 3 must-haves, and then I got some bonuses. Okay. Luxembourg, Australia, Lithuania. Where are we starting? Let's see. I'm starting from who I voted for. Oh my god, I just got really nervous. Okay. Lithuania's in! Ah, yes.
When they said the first one, like, she's gonna be so happy. She's gonna be so happy.
I'm getting it out of the way. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you should go stand over there. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, get Lithuania. Okay, so now we have Israel, Czechia, Montenegro. Get Israel out of the way because I know Israel qualified. So don't leave us in mystery. Let's get the. They started off with a nail bite. So Israel's in. Okay, we knew Israel was going to qualify. So, okay. I'm like, do the TV show thing. Get the obvious ones out of the way. Don't be keeping us in mystery. Okay. Okay. So far, my prediction. Okay, so we've got Armenia, Serbia, and Malta. Is this going to be a surprise? Armenia or Serbia? Could it just be Malta? I want it to be Malta. Just get Malta out of the way. Oh, so Armenia made it. Okay, so the staging worked, but the notes weren't bummed. The notes weren't bummed. I didn't hear them on my end, so whatever. So
He sounded good and he was running the whole time. I get it.
yeah, look, I said with the look of it, it could make. Okay, we got Denmark, Ireland, Latvia. Okay, Denmark, Ireland, Latvia. Out of the mix, I would say Latvia. Latvia is who I'd want. Oh, Denmark made it. Denmark made it. Okay. The fandom united. Ooh. Ooh. This could make things trickier for, I hate to say some of y'all's faves. Because maybe some of mine, but. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, now we got Malta, Austria, Greece. Okay. Austria. Okay, Austria made it. Okay. Okay. Because some people were thinking shock non-qualifier. No. Austria's in there. Oof. Oof, y'all. Oh, JJ's crying. Okay. Okay, now we got Ireland, Serbia, Luxembourg. Luxembourg? Luxembourg? I'd hope for Ireland, but Luxembourg? Oh, but Serbia, final without? Okay, Luxembourg's in. So we knew that. We knew that was coming. Okay. I want to like adjust my prediction thing. I'm going to change the colors so I can keep up. Okay, and we got Wilson. Okay. Austria's in. Ah. Okay.
Oh my goodness, my hands are actually sweating.
And then who else do I have? So.
Ooh.
My body is sweating as well.
Okay.
I have a terrible cheese.
And then.
It's not about my breath.
Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, I'm updating my own thing. Okay. Okay. Finland, Czechia, Georgia. Well, Finland. Finland or Czechia. So Finland's in. Okay. She got it.
I'm one ahead of you. I'm one ahead of you guys. I'm one ahead of you.
Okay, so Finland's in. Okay, good, good. But should have been in. Like, should have been in. So Latvia, Australia. You know, I feel like Australia has been included a lot. Or maybe we're Latvia, Australia, Greece. Dang. Oh, yay! Latvia's in! Okay! Oh, good! Yes! Oh, yes! Yes, 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 yes! Okay. Woo! Okay, Latvia is in. Woo! This is looking tricky, so... Ooh, so... Lithuania hasn't made it, Greece hasn't made it, Malta hasn't made it, Czechia, Australia, Serbia, Ireland, Georgia, Montenegro. So we got Malta, Montenegro, Georgia. Malta. Oh, thank God. Malta is in. Thank God. Okay. Thank God. Whew. On Destiny, Malta is in.
She was the good omens.
Okay, so we got.
They couldn't disappoint.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 2 slots left. Oh wait, there's only one on mine. No, two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who did
One
I
more
miss?
left.
Will be the lucky one. Which contestant will get to join all the artists who
Oh, I don't know where
managed
this
to
is
qualify
going.
in the first semi-final
Hold on.
alongside the Big Five? Who
Okay.
will be back on this stage on Saturday with the chance
Well,
to win the Eurovision
well, I'm gonna
Song
tell you.
Contest
Well, because yeah, where I'm at, I think I got everybody.
2020?
Here,
The countries
here,
left
here, Luxembourg here, Austria there. Yeah, it's okay. Um, Montenegro's out. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Ireland, I think, is out. I think, we got Luxembourg, we got Denmark. I think Ireland's out. Greece is left on the table. I need Greece to advance, kind of. Georgia, I think, is out. Czechia, oh no, I really want Czechia to advance. Okay, Serbia's on the table. We could let it go.
You at home made this decision.
Huh.
We will announce it now. The last country to compete.
Wait,
in
what? Am I missing? Oh, Lithuania did
I
make it. I
wanna
didn't
see
have it
what the
clear
final
green
one-
lit on mine.
Yeah. They were the first ones.
Okay, I didn't highlight. Oh, Greece is in. Greece is in. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's good.
Yep.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Okay.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
Will come back to this stage
Well,
for the final.
okay, y'all. Well, okay. Hmm. I'll say this. I'll say this.
I mean, I got 8 out of 10 right.
I mean, well, yeah. So if we're looking at mine, I got 8 out of 10 for my prediction.
No, you know what's funny? The two that we got are the same.
Oh yeah. So technically, I got 8 out of 10. But it's tricky because I think I said to myself that I was like, I like Denmark, so I wouldn't mind if it advanced, but I know if Denmark advances, it's taking one of these out. And then I said
Yeah.
with Ireland, I was like, oh, I'm totally willing to let it go. I was like, if they don't elevate the staging, I don't know, Mom, how are you
Look at
feeling?
the 3 of them.
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I got Malta, I got Denmark, and I got Finland.
Yeah, here
But,
I'm like looking at the results. What narrative do you think this tells us going into the grand final?
I think they want kind of upbeat. You know, they want it to be more upbeat. That's what I'm thinking. Because I
beauty
think
blenders.
there's a sway towards more faster, upbeat songs than there are the ballads, which may be a good mix for a good show.
But see, I think that that's kind of a myth because I mean, ultimately, we got the good ballads. You
Well,
know what I'm
that's what you
saying?
want.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, we
Yeah.
got the good ones. I think the other ballads that were slower were not that good. I mean, what are we talking about? Georgia? We're talking about Serbia. Like, those songs had no momentum, like, going into the contest. Let me talk to the comments. So, Edo, no hate, but why Park? I said from jump with Park, I was like, I was like, if the vocal, I was like, I could see this qualifying, especially in a year like this. Is the music my personal genre? No, I don't like car commercial music, but I know that it has an audience. We've seen it qualify. I mean, we've seen it qualify. My mom's husband, Preston, loves car commercial music, like Imagine Dragons and all that stuff. Like they like it. But I will say with Armenia, I didn't hear a bum note. My hesitancy with Armenia's wasn't even so much the genre of the song, it was the live performance that we got at the national selection. And I do think that this was better. And it looked good. It looked good. So like the only person that I would say what my heart is breaking for is Czechia. I know there's some. This is
Yes.
probably too dramatic, but there are people who are saying, "Oh, Czechia might not come back," and I don't like to play into some of those narratives because I ultimately don't think that those are completely correct. 10, yeah, unfortunately, Benson Boone and Imagine Dragons type beat. Complaining person, I can't believe Denmark and Armenia qualified. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. You know the narrative that I feel like I'm
Denmark's
getting out of
voice-
this? No, but can I tell you the narrative I'm getting out of this? And this is something that I have always found frustrating. Like I've been on my channel for 10 years talking about Eurovision solo, and I worked at fan sites before that. Um with love, y'all, like I get it because I too have been susceptible to the miscongeniality of it all. But like, I cannot stand that we have now decided, like, as a fandom, we're gonna like reward people with mid songs. Like, even if they're delivered well, the track is still mid. If we've got something that's delivered well and a good track, why are we not putting our weight behind that? And instead, we're rewarding the people who we just like. And I say this as someone like I'm susceptible. Like I've done it before. Like I've done it before. But I do think that's one thing where you get maybe one entry. I'm not saying it happens like en masse, but I think you get one entry where it's like if you really just judged it objectively and just looked at the actual track, if this is the Eurovision Song Contest. And I mean, even sometimes the staging is not even that deep. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even like the staging is like that great. And, and, and we feel like a duty because it's like, oh, but I like that performer so much that I need to vote for them. And that's the only thing that I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. Because when you have actual good songs, innovative staging on the other side of that, I don't like that when it happens. It'd be one thing if we're in just like a completely dry year, which this year I don't think is completely dry. It's mid. But like, it's not completely dry. So rant over, you know what I mean? Like, rant over. And I don't
But
mean this to like
still
cut
think
anyone down, but
I think Czechia's song was better than Armenia. I do. I think the song was
Yes.
better.
I mean, like, but I'm gonna give credit to Armenia. Like, the song is not my cup of tea, but I do think it was delivered well. Like, I think it was delivered well. But
But it's not I'm sorry, it wasn't a complicated song. I think vocally Czechia's song was more complicated. And with the vocal range and everything, I think it I just think Czechia's song was better. That's me. Um yeah.
I I agree with that statement completely. I prefer Czechia's song over Armenia's song. However, if I look at it objectively, I feel like Armenia had the better staging and the better package if we're including staging on that. And I think that's what made Armenia go through over Czechia. Like, y'all know Czechia is in my top 3 this year. I just, and I'm okay with the fact that he didn't qualify. I'd rather he had been there, but I totally get why Armenia made it.
Okay, I'll go with that, Lily.
so
It makes
here's,
sense.
I'm just gonna name it. Like, I'm gonna name it. And I'm gonna name it because I like it, so it's easier to go off the stuff. Denmark's song did not need to qualify. Song. We all know I love Sissel's vocal, period. And like, is it a song I like to listen to? Yeah, like it is. Like, it's not like a skip for me. But do I think that there were stronger songs in the mix? I absolutely do. Um, Luxembourg, I think, deserved to qualify. It's not my personal cup of tea. Honestly, all in all, I'm actually kind of okay with this result, even though I didn't get everything that
Mhm.
like I voted for. Like, I do actually feel like performance wise, it was all good. I do personally feel like there were two songs that snuck in that did not need to be at the grand final.
I mean, I would agree. Um, my thing with Denmark is I don't hate the song, so great, good job, Denmark. You've already won. Um, but I love Sissa's voice. I think she really sells a song for me. But if I'm combining the song and the staging, that staging package for me wasn't good enough. It just like the staging did not feel right. And because of that, I don't think she should have made it. I think that Denmark's the one I look at the most and go, what are you doing in the final? And I don't mean like I don't want to sound like I'm not hating, I promise, because we know if I don't like a Danish song, I let you guys know I don't like a Danish song.
It's just, let's have the other narrative that's going to come out of Eurovision 2025. We're not going to have any Yugoslavia, the ex-Yugo countries in the final. We lost Serbia, we lost Croatia, we lost Montenegro. Now, I'm going to be completely blunt. With Montenegro, did they have anything better or more competitive in the mix? Probably not. With Croatia
No.
and Serbia, though, I think they had songs that would have qualified. And I'm just gonna, like
Honestly,
Serbia. And I always say, I'm like, we can be upset at national selections until we can't be upset at national selections. You know what I mean? Like, you can be upset, but then it's like, look, if the song makes it, then it was enough. Like, it happened. So when it comes to Croatia and Serbia, there were better packages at those national selections. Period. They Serbia and Croatia did not need to be in this. Oh, Slovenia. Slovenia. I don't think y'all had to be in this position either. I think Slovenia had some things that would have qualified too. Maybe would have struggled a little bit more, but I mean, particularly if we look at the first semifinal, which was weak. It was weak. Second
mhm.
semifinal was way more competitive. First semifinal was weak. There were songs in
I
Slovenia's national selection that could have qualified and could have gotten a better running order, like in the
the
mix too.
thing the thing with Slovenia is I wish I would have just internally selected this year. We all like I love EMA. EMA is one of my favorite national finals, but with the structure of that final where the people of the country are only voting on two songs, what's the
Yeah,
point? At that point, just get rid of it and do it internal. But yeah, like
yeah.
I just my thing is that I think with Serbia what also happened is this diaspora did not come for it like they usually do because a
But
lot of
let's
like
let's but hold on. Let's not do the diaspora thing though. You
well I
gotta
mean
have a good
I think
song,
that's
but
part
you
of it
gotta have
too.
a good song. You gotta have a good package. You gotta do something that the diaspora will want to show up for. And if you have a national selection that has options, and then you go with something that is like on no one's radar as an option, then we cannot wake up Friday
But what I
morning.
mean
I'm just
what I
I'm
mean
just
by that
noting that. I'm just noting that.
oh I understand that what I mean by that is I know a lot of people were boycotting the national final in Serbia anyways. So like there that's kind of like the atmosphere that was going into the to PESMA this year. And so because of that, I think that that ties into why they didn't qualify.
Well, look, I'm lighting no candles, and I just want to say, like, with well, hold on. Mate, Sissel proved that being quirky and silly on social media is a strategy to grab votes. Alicia, you keep forgetting about the political situation in Serbia and how all of that influenced the choice for Eurovision. I'm not forgetting. I'm just saying, because the question was like, we are looking at a grand final without those countries. Okay, bye, mom. Well, Mom, wait, do you have some last? Oh, well, no, she's gone. Okay. I was saying, do you have some
Oh, she's
last
back.
words? I mean, ultimately, how are you feeling going into the final? And maybe could you tell the folks, now that you've seen the performances, what's giving you maybe that winner potential vibe?
Oh, how am I feeling? I'm feeling good. So of the people that I voted for, I think four got in. One, two, three, four, yeah, and two didn't. So overall, I'm happy about that. I think the final is going to be a good show. I'm looking forward to that. And winner, um, I'm 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 still not going to say anything right now. I'm going to take all of this in, go back and look at the semifinal one, and then I'm waiting to see what the running order is going to be for the uh,
Oh,
finale. So
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us, Mom. And hopefully we will see her back. So, what, oh, wait. Let's talk about this other narrative because someone said let's talk about the narrative of the ex-Yugo countries not being there. I'm just bringing it up, and I'm not using that as a thing, as like a shield to say like, oh, this person shouldn't have made it, this person shouldn't have made it.
yeah,
I'm saying it to say that like I think for some of the, not Montenegro, but for some of those countries, they had options. We just did not
yeah,
get those on the Eurovision stage. So this can't be a, oh, this is a Western Europe thing. It was like we didn't get the weapon that y'all had, and for some plural, because yes, Croatia, Slovenia, and Serbia had options that I do believe even in this ecosystem would have qualified. But let's talk about the queer boys because I'm not trying to out anybody, but didn't JJ qualify? JJ's not queer?
I
I'm
have
not
no
trying to out
idea.
anybody. It's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to out anybody, but I'm like, not
I mean, I know
all.
we got all the queer ladies. I know we got all of them. So,
Yeah, yeah, yes.
and I mean,
I'm
I'm
like,
happy about that.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, we're gonna say that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Henrik says very happy with this result. 10 out of 10. Gospel in the thing
Okay.
with Czechia, it was not an optimal track. I kind of
I feel like the
disagree with
track was
that though.
good. I think
I
the
think
issue is that the staging let it down, and he
I
had
don't
that
even.
mistake.
Yeah, well, there
I mean,
was
the
a couple
mistake
of
maybe not was that
mistakes.
much.
No,
Yeah.
I think there were a couple of vocal mistakes. This was not and I said that. I was like, as someone who likes the song, I was like, this was not the best. That was not the best. FOMO says so disappointed about tonight. Quality was extremely low. I was like, um, I think the quality was low on Tuesday. Um, oh, Christian says so happy for Armenia. I told everyone the whole time it will qualify. I mean, I feel like I said it could qualify if the vocal was
I
there.
mean, I'm not gonna pretend I said, oh, it's gonna qualify, but once we got it tonight, I'm like, oh, I can see this making it through.
Yeah,
But like leading
yeah.
up
I
to
mean,
tonight, I wasn't checking for it.
I said that it could if the vocal was together. I was like, if there's a good vocal performance behind it, I think it could happen. I don't think the running order was actually doing it any favors, but
Mhm.
but it was booming. It looked good. Like it looked good on the
Yeah.
stage. Jux, guys, do you think a full televote semifinal punishes Australia? They deserve the qualification. I mean, here's the thing. I think Australia was always going to be risky, especially when you decide to go into play. That's fine. I think Australia was always going to be risky. I think even when I did my reaction, I was like, look, I like it. I'm like,
Mhm.
I like it. I would have liked to see Australia make it. I think Gojo is like incredibly charismatic, and this was not like a manufactured song. Like Gojo is like a singer songwriter, and so I was like, if I have
Yeah.
preference to anybody, it's that. Um, um,
If
hold
you
on.
bring me a song you wrote yourself, I'm always gonna root for you to a certain extent.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
a little
I'm
bit.
like I prefer that over something you buy from Sweden.
Well,
Let me 100% with that.
okay. Um, what? Yeah. Here we go. Jacob says also wasn't a Western versus Eastern thing, 100% Baltic qualification.
I wanted it. I got it. I'm so happy for it.
And then what else do we have? Ivan, honestly, Australia is good, but it falls victim to anyone's favorite. Thinissa J, Australia is going to be 11th for the second year in a row.
Yeah.
Rich says Armenia was a bad interpretation of Imagine Dragons. The only thing good about it was Parg's torso.
Ooh.
Oh, wait.
That's
Well, what do you think? DJ Sherbert says, who do you think was 10, 11th, or 12?
10th place, I'd say Denmark. Maybe squeaked in. 11th and 12th, I would say Czechia and Ireland, probably.
Yeah, well, this is easy. Who do we think came last?
Georgia. Was that even a question?
I think Georgia came last. I mean, they've done it before. You know what I mean? Like, they've come last before, so I think that's why I'm kind of like, okay, maybe that. Yeah.
I gotta bounce, though, to the other one.
Okay.
I've only
All
got
right,
one
we'll
person
see ya.
who's only with me for 15 minutes, so I'll see you.
Okay, bye. Okay, y'all. Well, you got me for like 5 more minutes or 2 more minutes. So if you have any questions or thoughts on my reaction to this evening,
Mom, can I do a video?
well, what do you want to say? What was your favorite song?
My favorite song is my favorite song is Beyonce.
Who?
Beyonce.
Beyonce?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Beyonce wasn't performing tonight. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Who surprised you the most? Who surprised me the most? Maybe Armenia, like, of the stage show, because I was really concerned about the vocal. I had a feeling it was going to look good, because I think I said, I was like, I think that this will look good.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, thank you. And then, yeah, I don't know. I thought I saw a thing of, oh yeah, so who is your winner? I mean, Erica. Erica came on the stage and looked like a winner. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, even including last night, looked like a winner. France, to me, looked and sounded like a winner. So I'm living in the world. And so if the question is, so who do you think won the semi? Well, it's very possible Israel won the semi. So we could say that. But I just think Erica, Finland's entry just looked the most Eurovision quality. And then, what else do we have? Hell says, Alesia, you were spot on about everything almost. I did say going into this that I was like, I mean, even when I did my prediction, I was like, oh, I'm fully willing to let Ireland go. I think with Czechia, I was expecting a flawless vocal performance. And I think I was feeling more confident coming off of the heels of Tuesday evening that Europe would want fun. So I was like, if Europe wants fun, we're getting Australia or Ireland. And because Ireland, I felt like was not going to give us the immersive staging that we needed, I was thinking, okay, well, then I think Australia's in there. So the fact that people, but this is what I'll say, because I think some people are categorizing fun as like, because if we look at semifinal 1 and we look at, Estonia, if we look at Vibe, the folks, the 2 brothers from Iceland, even if we're considering fun of it. And I think I said that I think Malta and Finland both give a little bit of fun. So like, yeah, Australia was probably in the category a little bit of Finland and Malta. But going into today, based off of what we saw on Tuesday, I don't think that it was crazy to think that Australia would make it. But like I said, I think that we are now living in the era of like miscongeniality. Um, yeah, Erica was incredible. I need her to win. Momodama, what about France? I mean, I love France. I think I said France winner potential. Um, Gustav, what do you think about the big five tonight? I mean, France was, I think, far and away the winner of tonight. But I actually liked what Germany put together. They had the challenge of making it feel like a party, and I feel like they made it feel like a party. Jamie has thoughts on the new qualifier announcements. I think it's fine. I think sometimes like people in the fandom get a little bit too sensitive. Change is scary, but like sometimes you have to see it play out before you kind of like say it's not gonna work. So yeah, Bold is strange. None of tonight's non-qualifiers felt like Belgium's non-qualification though. Um, I don't know. I might disagree a little bit because Czechia's felt like it a little bit for me. It felt a little bit like that because I'll say Belgium. Hold on, real quick. No, thank you. I know. Yeah, no, thank you. JoJo's doing her own rendition of Lapia in the background. No, thank you. Um, Czechia's felt like Belgium because I think Czechia and Belgium were both acquired tastes a little bit and I don't think ever had like mass appeal in the fandom. So Czechia and Belgium actually ended up feeling kind of like sister brother in um so Aaron, Czechia really struggled. It's the vocal. I'm like, were we out last night? Did we party? Like I don't know. Um Tiago, Luxembourg, and Finland gave us good fun. Taskview, UK song is a jingle once you've sung the title. That's it. Um, Namanja, do you think we need the jury back in the semi? You will never get me to say that. There's always been way too much funny business with the jury for me to accept that, I think. Um, and Dave Klatt says it was nerves with Adonis. I think it could have been nerves, but we can't have nerves on the stage. And especially when you've got some performers who haven't performed to an audience like this big before, and you are a little bit more seasoned. It's that. A vein, maybe hot take, but semifinal one over semifinal two. I disagree. I do think we did have most of our heavy hitters here. But I do think the live performances, I think in the first semifinal, I was expecting to be won over more. And in this one, I'm sort of in between. I'm like, was I won over by some folks? Like, Luxembourg I thought was good, like after seeing it. But I think I had anticipated thinking that Luxembourg was going to be good. So, yeah. Rich says, I fear this is the last time we'll see Georgia and Czechia in Eurovision. Well, with Georgia, I think they've been so often played, even sometimes when they should have been at Eurovision. And with Czechia, I really hope that's not the case because I do think Czechia has actually been pretty consistently good in the way that they've been giving us something. But two non-qualifications in a row for like a smaller country is challenging. Yeah. Yeah. And then to say thoughts on Austria's staging, it didn't sell, in my humble opinion. I tell people, and I'm clear about the stuff I'm biased about, Austria is giving me something that I just like. I just like this genre. It's something that I personally connect with. So there wasn't going to be much selling that I needed. But I think I was expecting to look at it and get that feeling of like, oh, this is winning Eurovision. And I don't know that I felt that way. Whereas when I looked at Erica's performance, now mind you, I like Erica's performance too. That felt like a Eurovision winning moment. Joey, Alesia Michelle, with this lineup in mind, can you see an Albanian win? I think Finland and Sweden still have a little bit of an edge, but I actually think Albania might have an edge on Austria, and we just don't know. Like, maybe. Eurofan 2002. I'm thrilled that Malta got through, shows they can get the televote with the right song. remember, Destiny won her semi. I think there's this narrative that Malta like never does well with the televote, which is not actually true. That's not actually true. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna shut down from the stream. This semi, what like? Do I think that this was a bloodbath? No, but do I think that we left good songs on the shelf? I do think good songs were left on the shelf. That's my personal opinion. If you haven't already, please like this video and please subscribe if you've never been to my channel before. Welcome. If you love Eurovision, you should be following me. So please take this opportunity to like this video and to subscribe if you haven't already too. Follow me on social media. I'm very active on social media. I'm on TikTok. You can get some of these opinions and stuff like this in bite-sized format so you don't have to sit and scrub through the whole video. I'm excited to be watching the show, the big show with the Swiss Embassy here in Washington, D.C. So you can watch the grand final with me. And I think I'm going to force my mom to watch too. So please come back. Please like, please subscribe. It really does make a difference. Next year is going to be my 10-year season. I'm excited to be doing like a little bit of a victory lap, I hope. And I plan to be in Europe. So that's why I think I'm so invested this year. Well, I'm always invested, but I think this year feels particularly special because it's like, I want to figure out where I'm going to go next year for the 70th. We got to do it big. Thank you for watching.